Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to improve English pronunciation. As we all know, English is one of the most widely spoken languages all over the globe. But for the non-native speakers, it's always going to be a little difficult to learn the correct pronunciation. So, let's get started and look at the ways to improve our pronunciation. All languages are used for communication. The purpose is to communicate, but they're all different from each other because each language uses a different set of sounds. Each language uses a set of speech sounds that can possibly be produced by a human voice because a human voice is capable of producing many sounds. Out of them, each language selects for itself some sounds and they are organized into set patterns. For example, speech sounds together make syllables, syllables together make words, words together make sentences, sentences make paragraphs. The speech sounds that we talked about are the smallest sound units of a language. So when we venture to learn a language, we should know how to produce them correctly. While learning a second language, we may find some speech sounds that are commonly used both in our mother tongue and the language that we are trying to learn. But there may also be some new sounds that we do not use in our mother tongue. And because they are unfamiliar to us, instead of learning to produce those sounds, we tend to replace them with the seemingly equivalent familiar sounds. That's why it becomes important for us to learn how to produce all the speech sounds used in English correctly. The next step is to pronounce the words correctly, and for that we need to know about the word accent or word stress. Each word in English has a syllable that receives maximum prominence or stress or accent. It is that syllable which stands out from the rest of the syllables in that particular word. It is also essential for us to know the different aspects of word accent. Look at the example, examination. In this word, the syllable ne is receiving the stress or the accent. Let's take a look at some other examples as well. Pronounce, pronunciation, language. Can you say what are the syllables that are receiving the accent in these words? In the word pronounce, the second syllable is receiving the accent, pronounce. Pronunciation. In this word, A, the syllable A is receiving the prominence or the stress or the accent. Language. The first initial syllable is receiving the stress in this word. So, we need to know about the word accent in English. Once we talk about sentences, it becomes absolutely necessary for us to be acquainted with accent and rhythm in connected speech and intonation patterns in sentences. There are some words in sentences or in connected speech which are said quickly and some others receive the stress or accent. Take a look at the example, the sentence that's given over here. Take the dog for a walk in the park. If you place the accent on the first word in this sentence, take the dog for a walk in the park, it means that I want to stress the action of the dog being taken to the park. So, taking is important here according to me, according to the speaker. If I place the accent on dog, take the dog for a walk in the park, that means I want to specify or stress that you need to take the dog for a walk in the park. You're not supposed to take any other pet but the dog only. Take the dog for a walk in the park. You're going to take it for a walk. That is important over here. If I place the stress on the word park, take the dog for a walk in the park. The meaning is that you need to take it to the park only. You're not supposed to take it anywhere else. So this is what you call as accent in connected speech. And then we come to the rhythm. Rhythm in sentences is the way the stressed syllables occur at regular intervals in them. It is this quality that makes English language rhythmic. It sounds rhythmic. And we also have intonation patterns in sentences. Intonation is the way the pitch of a voice varies according to the meaning that we want to convey. If we take a look at the example sentence that is given here, going to the temple, going to the temple. If you're raising your voice, what does that mean? That it is a question. I intend to ask a question. Going to the temple, going to the temple. It is the same set of words, the same sentence, but that will mean that I am going to the temple. It is a statement. So if you use a falling tone, it becomes a declaration or a statement. And if you're using if you're raising your voice, if you're using the rising tone, then it becomes a question. So that is what you call as intonation in English. So we'll have to learn about the intonation patterns in sentences as well in order to learn English properly. As we all know, speech sounds are divided into consonant sounds and vowel sounds. They are produced with the help of any two articulators or organs of speech, like lips, upper front teeth, the part behind the upper front teeth, different parts of the roof of the mouth, different parts of the tongue, etc. There are 24 distinctive consonant sounds in English, and they can be placed in different categories taking into account the way they are articulated or produced. Here we are going to take a look at a set of consonant sounds which are produced alike: p, b, m, v, as in pin, bin, man, vet. All these consonant sounds are known as bilabial sounds because they are articulated with the help of both our lips, with the help of the upper lip and the lower lip. The next set of sounds are f, v. F as in fun, v as in van. Fun, van. Here, the lower lip is touching the upper front teeth. If you observe, when you say f and v, the lower lip is touching the upper front teeth. And the next set of sounds, the, the, lower lip touching the upper front teeth. Please make a note that the lower lip is touching the upper front teeth when you say the and the, as in thin and that. Thin, that. It's not the. It is thin, that. Lower lip touching the upper front teeth. The next set of speech sounds or consonant sounds are n, t, d, s, z and l, as in net, ten, den, sin, buzz, lip. Do you think that there is any similarity in the articulation? Try to observe. Here, the tip of the tongue is being raised and it is touching the back portion of the upper front teeth. So that is how you get these sounds: n, t, d, s, z, l. Please make a note that it is not ta, da. It is not ten, den. It is ten, den, t, d. Here you can see 4 different sounds, consonant sounds: ch, j, sh, j. As in chin, jam, ship, pleasure. Chin, jam, ship, pleasure. For the articulation of these sounds, you're raising the front part of your tongue and it is touching the central portion of the roof of the mouth. So you get chin, jam, ship, pleasure. Here are some more consonant sounds: r, y, k, g, h. R as in red, and it is being produced with the help of the tip of the tongue and the rear part of the portion just behind the upper front teeth. Tip of the tongue is being raised and it is touching the rear part of the portion just behind the upper front teeth, which you can also call as the teeth ridge. And for the production of y, the front of the tongue is touching the central portion of the roof of the mouth. K as in kit, g as in get, as in sing. For the production of these 3 sounds, the back part of the tongue is touching the rear portion of the roof of the mouth. For the articulation of h as in hat, it is being produced in the glottis or in throat. So that was all about the consonant sounds. And now we come to the vowel sounds. In English, there are 20 distinctive vowel sounds that include 12 pure vowels and 8 vowel glides or double vowels. Here is a list of all the vowel sounds of English language. You have E as in rid, short E as in rid, E as in read, the prolonged E as in read, A as in red, A as in red, A as in rat, A as in rat, R as in cart, R as in cart, O as in go. It's not O, it is O as in go, O as in caught, O as in food, ear as in pear, A as in but, O as in bird, about, O as in about, A as in maid. It's not a maid, it is made as in A as in maid, I as in tide. The earlier one was A as in maid and this is I as in tide. Oi as in boy, O as in caught. You have seen the longer version of O in caught and this is caught. This is the shorter one, caught. Ow as in now, ear as in near, O as in full. You've seen the longer version. U as in food, and this is the shorter one, U as in full. And then you have Ua as in poor. Ua as in poor. So you've seen, you have learned how to produce the consonant and vowel sounds of English language correctly. What do you think are the reasons for the faulty pronunciation? One of the main reasons is the influence of the mother tongue. As discussed earlier, we tend to use the same set of speech sounds that exist in our mother tongue while attempting to learn a second language. For example, the initial sounds in words like fun, van, ten, den, thin, and then are not found in many Indian languages. For, were, ter, der, the, these sounds are not found in many Indian languages, which is why it becomes difficult for us to articulate or produce these speech sounds which exist in English. We also pronounce the vowel sounds in words like cage, make, know, go, etc. incorrectly because of the same reason. So, hope you all find this video helpful. Thank you so much.